the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
Well, hello. Long time no see. How's everybody doing? See, we have a couple of my friends here. Jordan, Heine, Jeremy, Jay. How you guys doing? Sorry for the impromptu last minute. Well, not last minute. I guess I did put it up about 9 o'clock this morning. I just felt like I needed to take an hour of my day to talk to everyone. I am sure, hey Jen, that a lot of you will be watching on replay or not. Maybe it doesn't matter. But I wanted to give everyone an update why I haven't been doing any lives on Fridays. Been a little quiet in the land of social media. I'm so scared. Hey Benny, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I'm sure a lot of you have some suspicions of why I've been laying low for the past month or two. No, I think pretty much since the Baltimore show, right? Did Baltimore, got back from Baltimore, and then immediately went on a little like a 20-year anniversary trip with my wife to Maine. And I mean, literally, like Baltimore was done, and Tuesday we left, and we were there. Oh, Jordan, I might have used to had. Hey, James, happy Friday to you. Yeah, so we went to Maine for like about 9 days, and when we got back, I started a new job. Super exciting opportunity to work with a amazing group of people that I've been friends with for quite some time. Kind of one of those chances where you can't not do it, you know. I felt like what they needed from me was in my wheelhouse, so that's what's up. I guess the big question is, I had a couple people message me and ask me what's the status for Wolf King, if this is what's going on, if you're doing this other job. Status for Wolf King is business as usual. Everything's going to be normal with a little bit of change. It's another reason I really needed to fit this live in today to kind of give everyone, hey, David, what's up, buddy? Give everyone a little bit of a heads up. And I will do this also in posting later so everyone can, officially see it. But the biggest change with Wolf King that's going to happen right now is we are no longer going to be an authorized retailer for Four Horsemen Studios. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means if you already have pre-orders with me, you're fine. Don't worry about your pre-orders. Don't fear. Wolf King's here. If you have a standing pre-order, you're good. But I'm not going to be taking any more active pre-orders on figures. So 3D printed parts, good to go. We're here. We'll be here. Jesse's going to be doing all the shows from now on, which is super exciting. He's done them all year, so it really doesn't make a difference. The guy, Jesse's been killing it all year at the shows. He's been Wolf King. He did it for half of last year too, so he does a really good job. I'm kind of passing the show torch on to my sweet Jesse, and like at Legion's Con, for example, Jesse's going to be holding down that Wolf King banner, and he will be it's going to be what you think it's going to be. Like, you'll have a more full featured shopping experience at Legion's Con for Wolf King this year, which is our next show. Unfortunately, RetroCon was canceled for us this year. The show still goes on. It's a wonderful show. If you're in the area, you still should go to it. But this has nothing to do with my new position, my new job. This is mainly to do with my personal life and not being able to really fit it in, and it just didn't work. We loved JessieCon. It was amazing last year. We had a really good time. Anthony Houseal with his Toy Forge is going to still be doing retro. So if you want to go and see him, he's still there. But we're not doing it as a street team nor as Wolf King. Retro is a big show. It takes a lot of planning and a lot of work, and it just wasn't fitting in with my schedule. And that was a decision I had made, like I said before the decision. Again, if you are active with pre-orders with us, do not worry. On a serious note, and I don't know if this is breaking the fourth wall, third wall, Jordan, what is it? Hey, Eric, what's up, man? When Jordan made me as a character on the wonderful show, the PPG show on Saturday nights, one thing, the catchphrase that I had was, "That's a Wolf King promise." And I don't think he just pulled that out of anywhere. Even though I never said it prior to that. That's kind of the way I work. If I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I always have the best interests of all my friends and fans and family in mind. So on that note, like I said, if you have a standing pre-order, it's a Wolf King promise, you will get your toys. But if you are looking for the horror of Eisenberger, if you're looking for that, it will not be active on our website as a pre-order, nor will we be carrying the wave. So you want to get your orders in with Four Horsemen Studios or whoever your preferred retailer is. I will be candid with you that if you Jeremy, what do you mean you're so small? If you are looking for a new place to do your pre-orders, I would look into like a really trusted like online source or in-person store. Like if you have one by you, one that you know isn't going to like disappear or cause issues. There's a lot of really good ones. Just ask in the Cabal, ask in the Wolf Den, and someone will point you in a direction to take the pre-orders for if you want to choose your retailer way. If you want the best possible deal on them, then you're going to want to look to getting your pre-order in before the, I think it's like next week, like late next week, right? Jordan knows, he'll tell you, with Four Horsemen Direct. And the stuff's turning around a lot faster. So you might find yourself in a position where you're going to get it pretty quickly. Remember, if you do order from Four Horsemen Direct, you will get it faster than any retailer can get it to you. And we will be continuing, like I said, selling the 3D printed wares that we have. Jesse's going to be running the show teams. Things will still ship regularly from I'll be doing the shipping from here on the 3D sculpts. So really no, I get it, the horror of I'm so small. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on. I'll readdress that later if you want. All right, there's Eric's telling the pre-order ends on August 3rd. So get your pre-orders in. I suggest direct. I don't have any horses in that game, kind of, sort of, but I think that when you order direct, you're supporting the studio. Well, you're supporting the studio no matter where you buy it, but I think direct is the smart way. It costs a little now, but you get the expense out of the way. You get you get it out of the way ahead of time, and then you don't have to worry about it later. And look, the world's volatile, right? I mean, you're locking in the shipping and you're locking in the cost at that point because you never know what's going to happen. So I would say, hey, Kirby, thank you. Yeah, Heinrich, I think Necro was kind of like an outlier George, is what we like to call it in my house. Outlier George is the thing where it's a little different. Starscream, what's up, man? you know, some things always fall a little different. There was a point when Poxis, like some things were shipping later than the retailers, and it's because there's multiple warehouses and multiple shipments and things get held up. So not everything's the same. You know, you never know what can happen. That's why they never guarantee a certain thing, but they always like to get all the non-retailer orders out first. Thanks, Starscream. So I knew your fodder game was that good. What fodder game? Kirby? I'm not really sure. So on that note, if anyone has any questions or you want to talk about anything, I'm up for it. If not, that's fine too. I'll just babble on. I got a drink. Hold on. Like I said, don't worry if you have pre-orders with us. The pre-orders still stand, but I don't want anyone to like say that they were waiting for me to put the horror of I'm So Small up for. I stole that from you. Patrick, what's up? Matt Stein, my favorite Stein. How you doing, buddy? Starscream, I have not seen Fantastic Four yet. I haven't even seen Superman yet. I think that I think the wife and I might try to see Superman this weekend. I'm always a week behind. I don't like to go to premieres, but I am super stoked for Fantastic Four. I haven't watched any trailers. I haven't watched any for Superman. If I'm a fan of a movie and I really want to see it, I don't even watch trailers. I like to go in as cold as possible. So I'm really excited for Fantastic Four. It's like it's one of my favorite superhero franchises of all time. Always been just a massive fan of it, and I'm really excited for it. I was bummed because I went to Target the other day and they had the figures, like the nice boxed ones, the legend one, the newer ones, but all they had was Johnny Storm fire and non-fire, so they didn't have the Thing or anything like that. And then I was looking online on Walmart and Target, and they don't even like list them. No, Kirby, I don't. If you notice, I got like a cut. You can wear pajamas to the office. Nobody really cares. But hey, Dan, what's up, Big Dan? Fantastic Four rocks. You saw it already? Awesome. Yeah, I would Jordan, that could be a thing. We should see what Boomer Thing has to say about the new Fantastic Four next week though. Oh, Starscream, you have the links for the Target? I hate Target's app and thing. Why don't they freaking even when you search direct name, you can't find them. I don't know why they hide that stuff. I was hoping maybe sometimes you can catch them. I was thinking that sometimes, you can catch them online and they're in store. So I was looking for it this morning, but I couldn't find it. Dan, yes, it has been a long time. The last show that Dan and I went to was New York Comic-Con, the first one. And I was just at work. I was just telling Adam, you all know Adam. Adam's my buddy. He's my work buddy. He's at the desk across from me, and he does your customer service. Like if you email problems, he's the one that fixes them. If you got a problem, Adam solves it. Then I was telling him about the very first New York Comic-Con that Dan and I went to, and they shut down the fire marshal from New York shut the venue down like 8 or 9 times. And sometimes you got stuck on the outside if you like stepped outside to get something to eat or air, and you couldn't get back in. And then like they were counting people in and out, and we couldn't even like move. We couldn't walk around. The aisles were so cramped and it was so packed with people. It was worse than, and I've been to a lot of shows after that, and I've never had anything like that first New York Comic-Con, and I never went back again. Yeah, I never did it again. Yeah, Jen, the Target app's horrible. Like for that, I don't understand why they do that. It's almost like they do it on purpose. Yeah, Jeremy, you can wear Crocs, you can wear Birkenstocks, you can wear toe socks, you can wear no socks. Yeah, it's pretty normal. Funny story, when Yeah, damn, the wave of people were crazy. Like, it was just nuts. And so the first day of work, I did get picked on because I did dress up a little bit more than what the is the norm, like collared shirt and whatnot. But I'm still doing it. Uh, and I save the headbands for the shows. And when I have a fresh cut, like I don't need the headband, because the only reason I use the headband is to keep the hair off my face, because that drives me nuts. Yo, Joe socks. Yeah, I made socks once. Did I ever tell you all about that? So back when I was like more of a Joe fan, but also with the cellar door business, I had a company that made socks, like loomed socks. Like a lot of the ones you see now that are custom socks are sublimation printed, where they like print on a pair of polyester socks. But this company did woven, like textile socks like we were used to. They were in North Carolina, and like one of the last like mills that actually still milled and made like socks and that type of thing. And they made custom socks, and it was really cool to design with them, because making socks isn't like making banners or business cards or things you do on paper. Making socks is like different, because it's like they're woven on a machine. And I did them for like baseball teams and different like sports leagues. And then I did a set of GI Joe socks, because I wanted them. I'm like, I want them. So I did the Cobra socks, and they had like the Cobra logo on the back, and they were pretty cool. I still have like 2 brand new pairs left, because I had to buy like, I don't know, I think I had to buy like 50 to 75 pairs of socks. But I gave a lot away, and a lot of friends bought them at cost, just to like make it even. And I still wear like 4 pairs of them, because they are amazing. Because when you have those socks, they last forever. But I think I still have 1 or 2 new pairs. Yeah. So I did have Joe socks, Jordan. Hey, like that. No, Kirby, you can absolutely bring a suit and tie to intern for the day. At least you would stand out from the crowd, and people would probably remember you, and you would probably go by the name Tie Guy, because you would take that from Hedgehog, because Hedgie used to be the guy in the tie. But if you want to be that guy in the tie, then you can certainly be the guy in the tie. I think so. Yeah. So I don't think Dorklair did his what are you looking for on Friday. So when it comes to what am I looking for on Friday, that's what I'm going to be looking for. Oh, Starscream. Yes. Okay. So I was going to kind of say it again, but yes, we're definitely still doing 3D prints. There's no doubt about that. We still have over 600 in stock items. There's thousands of prints in inventory. You go online, and if it says it's in stock, it ships immediately. We don't print to order, meaning like if you place an order, I don't go and print it and then you get it like 5 days later. Everything is in stock. But again, we're not doing figures. I just had a personal feeling about that, where I just didn't feel right doing it. I don't like to use the word conflict of interest, but I just didn't think that like working for the company and then selling them privately was a move I wanted to do. So I just ended up, forfeiting that part of the business. The other thing is that we're also going to be filling it in with paint. The Pro Acrylic paint is here. It's just a matter of me getting time to organize it. Sweet Jessie actually got it all uploaded to the website. So it's like ready to rock as soon as I get it all organized, because it's a lot of tiny little bottles of paint that you have to set up and all these things. And we're going to be carrying the Art by Ackerman action figure specific paint brushes. Yeah, see, Pat, I was getting there. I said it at the same time you did. Curtis's brushes. I think the game plan with the Curtis brushes is that he's going to sell them first at Legion's Con, and then we're going to pick up the extras and what's left over. and we'll have the brushes, which are beautiful set. I think they should probably be at my house today because he was sending me some to check out. And those are going to be really cool because they'll go really well with the paint. I've been busy, so I haven't had the chance to like organize that Pro Acryl rack. It's 2 racks. Like if you've gone into a hobby shop and you see, they have 2 racks of paint. There's 2 racks of paint that I need to find the time to set up because I can't just sell it out of the boxes. That'll drive me insane. So between the Pro Acryl and the brushes and all the 3D parts, we're still going to be like a one-stop shop. You're just going to have to get your parts. Not your parts. You're just going to have to get your figures from somewhere else. Again, my top choice would be Four Horsemen Studios Direct. Do your pre-orders, get them out of the way. You don't have to worry about the cost ever again. You're locking in not only the cost of the figure at the lowest it can possibly be, but you're also going to be locking in the shipping. $9.99 shipping. Watch, I'm probably wrong, then they don't do it on the pre-orders. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and you get that wonderful customer service direct from the studio. Not that Wolf King was bad customer service, but when you get it direct, everything's taken care of ASAP. If you had issues with a figure you got from me, I had to send you there anyway. Oh no, Jeremy, they're not doing the $9.99. Okay, wasn't sure. Yeah, Pat, get back to work, man. Those skateboard decks aren't going to organize themselves. Hello, Mr. Wickman. How are you, my friend? Unfortunately, now, and this is not just because Emil's here, but someone asked me earlier, Jen, about the 12 and 25. Unfortunately, it really sucks. So Emil, when I jumped on board the project, the RPG project, one of the first persons I went to was Emil to do the character sheets. So him and I were really busy on that because the character sheets were going to be the first things that were seen by the world. And I wanted them to be like absolutely amazingly perfect. So I contacted Emil and he and I worked together on them with Cameron to his specifications. And we needed them by, as you all know by now, 2 days ago for the premiere of the figure and for SDCC. So 12 and 25 did get delayed because we just had this other project to do. And then because of not carrying the figures anymore, I'm not going to have access to the figures. If Emil still wants to do the 12 and 25 just as the parts, we can still continue that even though we lost a lot of time. Or we just might have to say that it was an awesome experiment and it was fun, but I'm not sure moving forward if it's going to. So that's a TBD, Jen. I know a lot of you enjoyed that. It took a little while to catch on, but then once it did, I know a lot of you really liked it. Jordan, have fun at GalaxyCon. Yeah, Jeremy, thanks. Emil, I have to give all credit to him on those sheets. He just did an amazing job. Emil's been a player for a very long time. And I just said, just have at it. Like Cameron and I both trusted him to really get the job done on them and use his experience to make the sheets the way he thought that the best sheets could be and be really artistic and have a Four Horsemen flair to them. And he killed it. But anyway, I'm not supposed to be talking about that. So, hey, Doug, how you doing, man? So let's see. One thing I can tell you is that let's see what Jay, are you going to have extras of any upcoming waves coming in that will be for sale, or you just, that is a tough question because there's not a lot of them. I ordered really the bare minimum of what I was committed to from customers. So I would not rely solely on that. I would say follow me for more detail on what's going to happen in that situation. I kept orders really close to the vest as far as extras for that after a point. And I can't say for sure right now, like if we will be offering any extras for sale. Not offering, if I have them, I have to, because there's no other way to get rid of them. But I can't say that there will be a lot. You know, like I know with All Star 6, there's not a ton of extras. There are some, but there's like the more popular figures that are very out. I would say if there's something you're particularly looking for, Jay, or anyone else, just send me an email at the website email. I think it's pushingplastic@gmail.com is the email for Wolf King. Send a message there, or send a message to the Facebook. Don't send me a personal Facebook message because that'll get lost in the quagmire of doom. So I would say send a message to the Facebook page or to the email for Wolf King, and I will say what you're looking for, and I can check the charts to see. If you want like one figure, that's not, but if you're looking for like a bunch of stuff, then let me know and I'll check it out for you. Kirby, I was brought on board to manage the RPG project, and that's really all I can say right now. If anyone's wondering if I'm going to have anything to do with parts or productions or figures, I can tell you right now, without the shadow of a doubt, that the answer is no. That's not my wheelhouse in any way, shape, or form. To me, Four Horsemen Studios has always been the pinnacle of toys and action figures, and what Eric and the rest of the team that is involved with the figures creates, I love so much. I wouldn't even mess with it. You know, it's like getting a Ferrari and then you're gonna like tinker with the engine to make it go better. I'm not that guy. He's going, I would never, I'm not even, I'm just going to go along for the ride. Yeah, Doug, I have some stuff to do with the minis, but again, I'm not like sculpting them in any way. I just like are kind of organizing production and, the assets, obtaining the assets to make sure that's all done. It's kind of funny because I think a lot of people just know me as Len with the headband and Wolf King stuff, but I have a background in business management. I have a degree in it, and it was a life ago, feels like, but it all comes back. I had started to get an MBA, but I didn't finish because I started my own business. And yeah, I have the shirt making, 3D slinging son of a gun you've all known isn't like the same right? We're all little at that point in our lives where we've worn different hats, so it's kind of like going back for me, but I really enjoy it and I missed it. And I missed the interaction and seeing people and having coworkers. I think that's the best part, is because I just have this amazing group of guys that I get to see. And I get to see people. I get to see people. I get to confer projects and talk with people and get opinions and bounce ideas. And that to me is like gold. I love that, I now have that ability. I miss that. I went through a period of time for a couple of years more than a couple of years, where I just didn't want to I kind of got super introverted, and COVID didn't help with that situation. And it became the norm to not see people. And I'm kind of I've replenished and refreshed my outlook on life recently. And it's been a wonderful experience to get to see people every day and talk to people and experience real teamwork. And I really missed that. So, again, I'm super lucky to have that. Yeah, Eric, it's super cool, man. It's a really fun experience. I've been friends with them for a very long time. A lot of guys that are there, So it was a comfortable situation, and it's really the best. It's a little quiet there now because everybody's in San Diego. um, and obviously, since I'm here now, like, I'm not working from there every day because it is a commute for me. It's like an hour there, an hour back. Luckily, there's no like timetable, so I don't have to like do the rush hour thing. So it's a pretty stress-free ride back and forth. But I just work later on the days that I work. I don't get home until like 8. So it's a little, and that's to avoid traffic, really, because I'm going in a little later. So that's like a really, really cool part of it too. It's different for me because I worked from the house for years, so I didn't really have to go anywhere. But I enjoy it. It's a whole lot of fun. Yeah, Eric, I'd like to see you there. I'll show you my desk, and I'll show you my shelf with all my stuff, because I got a shelf that has stuff on it. Yeah, so I'm like super excited for what the future holds. And again, I'm gonna just repeat for anyone coming in late. The Wolf King situation is, yes, Wolf King's not going. Hey, Hammer Toes. What's up, Hammer Toes? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Matt, I am listening to well, on the way into work, I listen to the Times to get my news, and the 2 headlines and 2 there's like an extended headlines gets me right to work. On the way home, I've been listening to what's the one that I didn't even realize it when I started it. I'm almost done with it. Project Hail Mary. The one that I guess is going to be a movie now. That's a freaking awesome book, because I like a mix of really sci-fi, like crazy, and then that real hard science sci-fi, and this is it. And I've been hammering that on the way home. And I think I'm like almost done with it. But yeah, that's a really cool book. I like it a lot too. Yeah, Jeremy, it's cool. I like I said, I like that mix of like the hard science stuff. And I'm really enjoying that. So oh, Hamilton. Kevin, I didn't even realize you had Hamiltoes in your name. That's hilarious. Hamiltoes. I was just watching PPG from Saturday, and I'm on the part where you showed up, so I was dying. Yeah, so again, Wolf King Customs still here, doing 3D parts. All of them are in stock. They're not made to order. You can still go onto the website and grab anything you need, and I'll ship it out in a day or two. The Pro Acryl paint is coming, like really soon. Curtis's brushes, probably November, I think, is what's going on with them. So you're going to be able to get brushes, you're going to be able to get paint, you're going to be able to get parts. Not going to be able to get figures. Again, the Horror of Eisenmall is going to be not available on the website, and anything moving forward is not. As for pre-order, if you have existing pre-orders, you will get your figures. That's a Wolf King promise. Don't worry, don't freak out, don't message me and say I need to cancel. You will get your figures if you have a pre-order with me, so don't worry about that. I would say that you should grab your pre-orders from Four Horsemen Studios direct before it closes. 12 and 25 is obviously on hiatus for a bit. It might be for more than a bit, because I'm not going to be a retailer that can get figures. So I'm kind of like putting a separation between myself and that. That's the status update for the 3rd time. And what else? I saw some pictures that some people grabbed the figure from SDCC. Papa Schmitty from the Garrison Discord he tried 2 days in a row, and he struck out. The poor guy struck out both days, but today he was able to grab his right away. George and the guys are out there. Joe, George, Diego, Eric, Jeremy, they're all out there plugging away. They did an awesome job with the setup. I spent the week supporting them the best that I could. Well, more than the week, but like, I saw them off on Monday and was like excited for them for this. It's going to be all, that they're finally back in San Diego. Jim, got to see Jim on Monday too. Jim's there. Make sure you say hi to Jim if you go. Hey, Benny, I'll see you, man. Thanks for hanging in, buddy. Hey, there's Jesse. Jesse, we already talked about you a bunch, man. And now now I'm like kind of like on the downside. I was just telling everyone that Jesse is going to be running the show teams for all the shows. He's been doing it for like a long time anyway. So he's going to be doing it at Legions Con too. And if you are a fan of Jesse Arnold's paints and what he creates from Legions Con, don't worry. It's going to be there. He's going to integrate that into the booth. His booth from last year is going to integrate into the Wolf King ecosystem, and that's along with Mark Rivera and with Brian Say. They're going to all be together like they were every year, but Jesse's going to be doing what he does at all the other shows, and that's be Wolf King, run the whole booth, and that's going to be integrated. So don't fret about that. It's going to be like the same, but just a little different for Legions Con. Am I forgetting anything, Jesse? If I am, let me know. I mentioned the Proacco paint a bunch of times. Kirby, I would say that Jesse is my steward. He always has been. He likes small tomatoes, and he will eat them dramatically in front of you if you choose. That's always been a standing thing. So yeah, I'd have no problem kind of advocating the throne to my steward, Jesse. Jesse's excited for the pant. I'm actually wearing shorts today, buddy, but I can go put pants on if you want. Hopefully that excites you just as much. It's pretty hot out though. I prefer shorts right now. Yeah. So that's what's up. I knew what you meant, Jesse. I was just busting you. RetroCon, I'll bring that up again. Sorry, anyone that was anticipating RetroCon for us. It just didn't fit into the mix. Has nothing to do with my new position. The RetroCon thing kind of was something I was throwing around in my head all year, and I made the decision to not do it, just really mostly because of personal reasons and just time constraints of that time of year. Kind of just wanted to give it a break because it's just a lot. It's a lot for September to be able to do, and we just decided not to. Anthony with the Toy Forge is still going to be there. He's going to have a table. So if you're a RetroCon goer, then I would suggest still going there to see him, because he's an interesting person with interesting things. He usually has candy on the table. So yeah, if you're still into RetroCon, you can still go there. Again, because of the things I have going on, I'm not going to even be able to attend. I think it'll be the first one I miss in, oh my God, years and years and years. So that's a little nuts. Yeah, my show schedule, it's kind of weird because I'm not going to really be at a show probably till Legions Con when I think about it, unless I just happen to be able to get to one, like maybe Toy Con. But my August is nuts. Like there's so much stuff going on between moving my kid for school from one dorm to the other, and just a bunch of other things going on. It's going to be kind of crazy. So I don't know, but I know ToyCon's in usually September, I think. I don't know. Oh no, I'm going to try. I think Jonathan and I, where's that little dirty little hedgehog? He's usually pops in. I think John and I are going to do the Lehigh Valley Toy Show in September, but I'm not going to be Wolf King. Last year, John and I did the September show. We just sold our toys. We just brought a whole, Jesse, see, that's why I needed you here. So John and I just did the Easton Lehigh Valley show last year, not as like Wolf King or any. We just sold toys, and we had a hell of a time, man. It was so much fun. Like I brought some extra Legions, I brought Mezcos, I brought like some vintage that I had. Like we just brought all kinds of stuff we wanted to get rid of, and I think we're gonna do that again because we just had a good time with a no stress, good old fashioned toy selling. So if you want to come see us, you can certainly come see us for that. That's a fun one in Easton, Pennsylvania. I forget when in September it is. It's a Saturday always. It's over early at like 2. So it's a show that we can grab lunch after or something. Jesse is doing the Carlisle Toy and Collectible Show on August 30th. So that is a show in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. It's very close to Jesse, and he's going to be doing it. He's going to have 3D parts. He's going to have figures. I stacked them up with some figures. I might send them, Jesse, I might send you some more figures. You have to let me know if you want more. It's not going to be a street team show. Like it's just, he would be like as a retailer of the figures, like selling what we have. Some of it's older stuff, so the prices may vary, but yeah, Jesse's gonna have a good time. It looks like a nice show. Like I saw videos of it and things, and it looks like a nice con, like a Comic-Con type thing. It's a toy and collectible con show, and it looks really cool. Hey, honey, I'll see you later, man. Have a good day. So yeah, go see Jesse at the Carlisle Toy and Collectible Show on August 30th. And yeah, Jesse, if you want to come to that Easton show, you can. Let me know though. Let me know in the comments. No, let me know personally, because if you want a table, I'll have Kevin put our tables all near each other. So this way that we're close by again. I think I'll do the main room though, like I did the last September show. That was a lot of fun. I noticed that StreamYard is letting us do Facebook again because I see Facebook comments coming in. So that's kind of funny. It's good though. I definitely like doing my lives. I don't know how that's going to fit into anything in my life. So you might not see me as much, but maybe you will, maybe you won't. Let's see. It's 1:42. I'll give it another minute or two. Yeah, Jesse, you are on Facebook, but I can actually see the comments. Like it's coming up and it shows your little icon with the Facebook icon. They also note that it had like Instagram integration again. It's integrating everything again. Oddly, I noticed when I put this live together. I mean, it's been a while since I did a live, but the last time I did it was nothing except for YouTube, which is kind of funny. So yeah, everybody, make sure you pre-order before August 2nd. The Horror of Izamal. Oh, Dan. Okay, so September 20th is the Lehigh Valley comic book show. That is the one in Easton, Pennsylvania. Dan, I was there doing the Four Horsemen Studios thing. When was that, Jesse? When was that? In June. And Howie was there. That doesn't mean anything to anybody, but Howie was there, and he had a huge booth selling 3D printed stuff, like awesome, like replica helmets, like Star Wars superhero weapons, statues, like not little trinkets, like finished painted product. Awesome stuff. He took me by surprise. He came in the room. He's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Holy cow!" It's someone. It's a friend of ours from years and years and years ago. And it was just hilarious to see him and that he's doing all that. And he had this big booth, and it's beautiful stuff. It's really cool. So I think he'll probably be back there again because he's been selling online. It was his first time ever doing a show, and he did well. Everyone loved this stuff. So he'll probably be back, and that's the Lehigh Valley show. But yeah, just wanted to, repeat to everyone, let them know that you need to get your Horror of Izamal orders in with Four Horsemen Studios before the 2nd. Lock in those prices, lock in that shipping, because you don't know in a year and a half, like what's going to happen with shipping or with anything. So make sure that you do that. It's the best pricing you can get. Let me for a minute just give a little side plug. Go to Kickstarter, even if you're not a role-playing game fan, search for Mythic Legions, find Four Horsemen Studios page, and give us a follow for the RPG Kickstarter, which will be in the beginning of next year. It's exciting to see the number of followers on that Kickstarter grow. So, if you're my friend, if we're all friends, share it, tell people, tell your friends, tell your circles to just go on there. It really helps us because it when more people follow it, it lets Kickstarter know it's an exciting project, and it kind of bumps it up where it's being shown on the pages. So if you really enjoy what the Four Horsemen do and what I do and what Cameron does and the projects that we're working on, just go on there and give it a follow. It helps. And maybe like share a post saying like, hey, why don't you give a follow to my friend's project on Kickstarter. Yeah, Kirby, it's at 211. So I'd like to see that grow. And it would be like, I don't often ask you guys for personal things, but I would really love to see that number get up there. If you also want updates, you can go on the Source Horseman webpage with the tab at the top, gaming, and there's a contact form, and fill out that contact form, and that will be going active in a little bit. The marketing team has to figure out when that's going to happen, and that should be super exciting. Eric says to check out Legends of Rayamon while you're there. I know that Eric did some of the paint work on that line. I think that guy was in the studio the other day. I don't know. But yeah, they're really cool looking figures. It's a really neat looking line. So check them out too. Jesse says, or the gaming page. I said that. The gaming page on Source Horseman. But go to the Kickstarter, please. I'd love to see that number grow. SDCC is an exciting experiment for us to go to because it's been a long time. Like the studio hasn't been there in, I think Jim said the other day, like 8 or 9 years. That's a long time when you think about how long they've been doing Mythic Legions. That's early days. So going back to there was, hey Brian, what's up, man? When going back there was probably, it's a little, you don't know what to expect. So yeah, those figures sold out crazy fast on preview night and yesterday because you're trying to set limits, you're trying to set how many people can buy, and you just don't know how crazy it's going to be. And the whole experience is kind of new. And the thing with SDCC is there's a little bit of like it's a barrier to entry of like getting the tickets, either flying there or getting there. So not all of our fans are really like there, but we're also reaching a lot of new fan base. Like that's kind of the reason of going. So it's funny. Hey, I'll see you later, Jay. Thanks for stopping by, man. But it's also funny because we're not getting like that tons of feedback that we would get at like a Legions Con or an IshCon or Mesquite Con, a show that is more deeper in the circles of our Legions world, right? So like you would see like tons of pictures and tons of like this and that and all of our like social followings, but we're not seeing as much of it. And I'm talking so much I don't remember the point, but you guys know what I'm saying. So it's an exciting thing, but it's like it's nerve-wracking because you're not getting a ton of feedback. And I think the point I was trying to make was to go and hey Tanya, how are you? I'm assuming that's you, and I guess it could be Amber too. Well, whoever it is, hello. So the point I'm trying to make is go on the Kickstarter and follow us, please. I'd love to see those numbers grow. Go to Kickstarter, search Mythic Legions, and you'll find the role-playing games show up. It's not hey Tanya, it's not the real like launch. It's like called a landing page where it's just like for now to let you know it's coming. But the more people that like are excited about it and follow it, the higher ranking it'll give us, in all honesty. So even if you're not super into the game, just go give us a follow, share it on your socials, ask your friends to do it. I would personally appreciate it from all you guys. Like, it would mean the world to me if you go and do that. Again, I think I'm going to clock out in a little bit because I got stuff to do. That's another thing that was very different for me from having to have like a normal type job, is that I wasn't used to having certain days to only get things done. You know, like, you don't think about that when like people run around on Saturday because that's the only day they can do things. But now, like today, I did work in the morning remotely, and now I have to go and grocery shop. Where before I could just be like, well, I can grocery shop at like 9 a.m. when no one's there. But now I have to deal with that. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world because it's a fantastic group of people. Like it's been said many times, many ways, the studio has assembled like the most amazing, just really wonderful, heartfelt people in that place. And it's true. It's a wonderful experience. I hope to share with you more with what we're working on the projects that we're doing. It's super exciting. And as they get unveiled, I think you guys are going to really be excited with it. Again, on the Wolf King thing, just one more time, very sorry to repeat again, no longer an official retailer for Four Horsemen Studios. Well, still, but only through the pre-orders we have standing. So if you want to buy Horror of Izamal, go on to the Four Horsemen website and pre-order it. Lock it in with the shipping that it is now, with the cost that it is now. Get it paid and out of the way, and then you do not have to worry about it. If you see me at shows from now on, it will also be at the official Four Horsemen capacity. Jesse is going to be the Wolf King at any shows, which has been going on for a year and a half. You guys know that, but like, yeah, anything like that. So Brian, thank you for following the Kickstarter, dude. I really, Dub, I'm watching you. I saw that you weren't here. I knew it the whole time. You weren't here, Dub. Yeah, so that's what's up. Joseph, thank you for following the Kickstarter, man. I really appreciate it. Shout it out on the socials, let people know that it's there. Even if just ask them, say, hey man, even if you don't, even if you're not a RPG fan, just give this a click for my buddies. I appreciate it. And again, like if you have a standing pre-order with Wolf King, if you have a standing pre-order with us, don't worry, you're still going to get your figures. That's a Wolf King promise. All right, guys. Dub, thanks for following the Kickstarter, man. I really appreciate it. I got 7 minutes if I take it to 2. I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything. Jesse has a show at Carlisle, Pennsylvania on the hell was that again, Jesse? The 30th or the 20th? 30th. August 30th, Jesse's going to have a show, which means Wolf King Customs will be at the Carlisle Comic-Con, Toy-Con on August 30th. It looks like a fun show. And there's going to be Jesse will be there with all the parts August 30th. And he's going to have some figures to sell. It's going to be like everything you need. Right, Doug, it's just outside of Harrisburg, PA. Carlisle's an easy ride. I've been there a lot. A lot of car auctions in Carlisle. Carlisle is, isn't there a big auto museum in Carlisle? I think there's like some kind of an automobile museum in Carlisle. No, there's a big car show they do there, like a huge one. I remember going there with my dad when I was a little kid. It's like a really big car show. Yeah, Carlisle is, it's easy. It's like it's not like driving in New Jersey. It's easy to get to. And is that what it is? A big Corvette show? I thought it was like all cars. I think they have different car shows there. Yeah, I remember going there when I was like little with my dad because he was like a car guy, and it was cool. There was just tons of car. It was like all this. It was awesome. Yeah, there's tons of dealers because like the biggest car auction the biggest used car auction in like the East Coast is in Carlisle, PA. So all these dealerships you see all around you, like on the East Coast that have used cars, they go there to get them. But it's super easy to get to, and it's close to Jesse. I might get out there. I have to look on the calendar to see what's going on, but I might. It's so easy to get to. It's a little longer the drive for me, but it's such an easy drive. I might just go sneak up on Jesse and be like, "Boo, I'm watching you." No, I might even. So yeah, go see Jesse at that. We'll be posting more on the Wolf King socials about that. He's gonna have a good time. Jesse, I was going to ask you if you want me to send you more figures to have on hand there. So I'm going to look at what I have and we'll see. Or maybe if I go, I'll just show up with them. Yeah. So that's it. That's what's up. 12 of 25 is going to be like delayed-ish. The Pro Acryl paints are coming. Jesse did a lot of work on the Pro Acryls, getting them onto the website. So they're going to be available very, very soon, along with Curtis's brushes. But those won't be probably till November, because he's going to give everyone the first dibs on them, kind of like a pre-sale, super, like really good price on them at Legion's Con. So it's going to be like after Legion's Con, they'll hit the Wolf King site. Sounds good, Jesse. Sounds good, my friend. Like I said, I think I'm actually going to get the table for the Easton show after we're done here, because I don't want to forget. I'm going to be at the Easton show just selling toys. It's not going to be Mythic Land or Legion's Land or Wolf King Land, where I'm just going to be selling like extra toys. I think I'm going to get rid of some of the lines that I'm just not going to carry anymore. Collect. There's just stuff that I need to get rid of. I think Hedgehog's doing that with me. If anyone else wants to do it, hit me up, let me know. I can have Kevin, the showrunner, get us all together. It's a very inexpensive table, but it's a good show. It's a good show to get stuff out. Dub did it, right? Dub, you did it. And you are going to get a table, Dub. Well, if we get enough guys together to do it again, we'll all get Kevin to give us space together, so we can all have shenanigans like we do. So that'd be cool. I can contact Kevin too. Let me know if G and you, if anyone else wants to do the Easton show, just to get rid of some of your stuff. It's a fun show and it's a nice venue. It's easy to get in and out. It's good parking. It's not like in the middle of the city. Super easy to deal with. Okay. All right. So if G's going to do it too, that's good. All right. Yeah. I'll tell Kevin to get us all together. So everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. I look forward to sharing more of my adventures in the future. Who knows what this show could morph into? It could be something totally different kind of concept platform. Who knows? Hopefully you have not seen the last of me. There's no way that you have. You could not be so lucky. Go on to Kickstarter, like the RPG project, Mythic Legions, share it in your socials, tell your friends. That would be awesome. Brian, you have a great weekend and best wishes to you, my friend. Enjoy Fantastic Four, everyone. If anyone finds that Galactus head, let me know. Thing sold out in like 2 seconds on the website. I want that popcorn bucket, and apparently they're like, you can't find it. If anyone sees one, let me know. I want one and Hedgie wants one. So yeah, man, hook us up. I'm bummed because I thought I don't know why I thought I would find it, but let me know if anyone sees that Galactus popcorn bucket in your neck of the woods. Just buy it for me. I'm good for it. Trust me, I'm not going to stiff you with it. Just freaking get it and hook me up. I appreciate it. Everyone, have a great time. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Maybe I'll see you next Friday, and maybe I'll have more to talk about, and maybe I'll have less to talk about, but whatever it is, we will have something to talk about. Everybody have a good day. Find your inner self. Think about self first, and then the rest of the world takes care of itself. Peace, everyone.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not